What's up, everyone? I wanted to give a quick Bitcoin update for how I'm seeing price action. This is just my opinion, but I've had a lot of friends ask me what that is. A lot of people that have studied the methods that I've taught about looking for 50% retracements, and they're asking for confirmation. So, yes, the answer to the question, is Bitcoin right now hitting a 50% retracement? It is. And so if you go from the beginning of this most recent swing high up to the all-time high, the new all-time high, you will come up with this is the 50% retracement that it's just bouncing off of right now. So if you are a trader and you go down to a lower time frame, then you may be able to find a pullback trade or a breakout trade off of this level, knowing where your stop needs to be. Now, the next level of support is going to be the high from January the 8th. So we've got this range in here, and if you want to stay in your position and not get shaken out, you need to remember that we could always come down and hit that and hold. So it's getting pretty clear where the range is that you need to have your risk if you are taking this as a long trade. Now, there is no guarantee in trading. We would all love to see it come back up to the all-time high and go up to 100K and put our laser eyes back on. But nothing is guaranteed. So let's look at some other possible things that can happen. So if we look at a wider range, 50% retracement, starting from the high, and we encompass basically the entire move going back to September from around where it started, that brings us to another level around 34,200. And this becomes a little bit of a choppier area to play because you have a lot more price action in this area. It's going to be a lot harder to set your stops and stay in this move because the price action here was very volatile. But if it breaks these levels here, this is where it's coming to. And again, it could hold there at 34. But if it would not hold 34, then yeah, that's not quite as good. Basically, what's happened right now is we pulled back about 25%. And in the scope of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, that's just a pullback. That's worth you trying to play it as a dip buy. If we come down to the next support level, that is a 40%. Now we're getting into the danger zone because when Bitcoin has gone through anything greater than a 40% pullback, it typically goes on to a 60 or 80% pullback. If it goes down further than this 40%, which is what it has done in the past, it will be the third time that it could have made a 80% down move. And I'm not trying to scare people that are long. I'm just telling you, if you go back and you look at Bitcoin's history, if you go back and you look at the pullback from the last all-time high, it was, in fact, an 80% move. And everyone was having the same kind of thoughts and worries as they are now. This time it's different. It's never different. So if we break through this support right here, you need to consider being defensive. I know there's still those bull cases out there about how Bitcoin's the only thing of value because it has scarcity and all these institutions are buying it. But those stories can still be true. They can still be accurate. And the price of Bitcoin can fall because it has before. The fundamental reasons that Bitcoin is going up, whatever you think they may be, are correct at 58,000. They're correct now at 43,000. They're correct at 34,000. And they're correct. They were correct all the way back at 200 years ago. They're still the same arguments. But what matters is what someone is willing to pay for Bitcoin at the moment. That is what price is. And that's all that matters when it comes to trading it. Now, if you're a long-term investor and you're going to set it away and never sell it, then I'd suggest just turning off your charts, not worrying about it. But if you're trying to trade, if you're trying to manage your risk and grow your capital, then you need to pay attention to these levels and what it is doing. Trade wisely, guys.